Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I bet you are surprised to see me live on my YouTube channel here. I am so excited because there are so many things happening at Seva. It's hard to keep up. It's hard for me to even keep up with all of the things that are going on at Seva. And first and foremost, I want to wish you all a happy new year. For those of you are receiving my Monday Mindset Mastery newsletter, as well as my Wednesday Healthy House Calls with Angel newsletter, you know I've been saying happy new year. I hope that this new year has ushered in a refreshing breath of fresh air for you, refreshing fresh. I hope it's put you in a different place. I hope that you are doing your January differently like I am this year. Rather than rushing into goals and resolutions and doing all the things this year, I just am doing the slowdown. I am just doing the slowdown. I am having a wonderful time in the Seva circle with a group of ladies who decided they wanted to do the same thing, and they are participating in a 31-day rest, renew, and reflect retreat with me. It's all virtual, it's all online, and we're just slowing down. We're just slowing down. Last year was heavy. This year is going to be heavier. Just lots of different things happening around the world, in our country here in the United States. And so what I sensed late in the year last year is we just need a pause. We need to slow down, be intentional, enjoy the season of the year that we're in, but also the season of our lives. And so I am just thoroughly enjoying this 31-day rest, renew, and reflect retreat. If you're not on my mailing list, please get on my mailing list, because that's where I announce everything that's going on with Seva and how you can take part in the retreat. Yes, today is the 15th of January. It's never too late to join us. It's asynchronous, so you can get your journal. When you get your journal, you get your invitation to join us on retreat, and you can just jump in right from where you are. So first and foremost, those of you who are participating in the 31-day retreat, I hope you're getting a lot out of it with our live sessions, with our daily journal prompts, with your journal, your rest, renew, and reflect journal. I hope you're just getting all the good things out of that journal. And so that's what I want to say first and foremost. I just wanted to tip my camera there a little bit so I can see you a little bit better. I hope that you're getting a lot out of that. I certainly am. I love the daily journal prompts. I love waking up every morning, having my cup of coffee, doing my meditation, doing my PQs, those of you who do PQ with me, doing my PQs, and then going to my journal and reflecting using the journal prompts in the journal to just reflect on not only just 2024, but also just my life in general. Like, where am I in the grand scheme of my life? What am I happy about? What am I celebrating? What time, am I in my own life? And, is it the season for me to let certain things go? And so I am just so happy about all of that that we're doing in the journal and in the Seva circle with the rest, renew, and reflect retreat. So I wanted to jump on to just tell you that a lot of different things happening at Seva. I've made my own decision about where I want to be for you. I've been lots of places. I've been on Twitter, I've been on LinkedIn, I've been on Facebook, and I'm hearing a lot of good feedback from you. Some of you are saying, Angel, I'm just burnt out with these social media platforms. I'm just getting rid of it. Like, I'm taking off the apps. I just need a break from all of this. And I totally respect that. I absolutely respect that. And, it's no secret that there are a lot of changes coming to the different platforms. And some people are just feeling like they're not aligned with some of the changes that are happening. And so I've made the decision that I want to be in a place where I know I can find you and you can find me, regardless of what social media platform you're on or not on. A consistent place where you can find me, you can be in community with me aside from my membership community. And those two places are, for me, my website. If there's anything you need to know about what I'm doing at Seva, what's happening, upcoming programs, my blogs, all of that kind of stuff, just a one-stop shop for you to stay in connection with me. SevaHealthGroup.com is where you can learn about everything that's going on at Seva Health. every single thing, our new programs rolling out, our events calendar, what's happening in the clinical practice. Those of you who are here in Maryland and see me in the office or come to our office for different programs and classes, that's where you're going to be able to find everything. Made the decision that YouTube is a wonderful place. YouTube is also a wonderful place for us to just be in community with each other, for you to hear and see what's happening at Seva. You know, if you're not reading your newsletter consistently, listen, I'm guilty as charged. I get so many great newsletters, but just keeping up with them sometimes is a challenge. You'll be able to learn what's happening right here on my YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm going to bring that content right here just so that if you're a person who's washing the dishes and, driving and you got the kids or grandkids in the car and you just don't have the bandwidth for reading so many newsletters, sometimes it's just great to get all of that, information in one place. So you'll be able to come right here to my YouTube channel and I'll be able to go deeper on the concepts that I teach in that newsletter or on the blog, right? So that's my intention, that whether you're reading the newsletter or not, I'll be able to go deeper with you here on my YouTube channel and do what I do in my classroom. This is my classroom. This is the classroom where we teach workshops and we have our support group meetings coming up. We do all kinds of things here in the classroom. And I just thought, it'd be great to just bring you into my classroom, make this so much easier. So if you're fed up with LinkedIn, fed up with Facebook, fed up with Instagram, if it's not aligning with you, don't worry, because I'm kind of feeling a little bit of that too in some ways for some of those platforms. So here's a great place just to meet me and be in community with me. You can leave a message, chat with me here, and I can show you some of the visuals and go a little bit deeper with you, deeper than I'm able to go in just the written form. And like I said, I can relate. If you're not opening the newsletter, no problem. If you say, Angel, I love the newsletter and I got to catch up because I've got 5 issues and they're all in my inbox and I'm going to read them. Don't worry, you're not hurting my feelings. I totally love that you are still with me on this journey of lifestyle medicine, living longer, living better, prevention focused, evidence-based, prevention-focused healthcare, integrative health. I'm just so grateful that you're here, that you're a listener and that you're a subscriber. So thank you so much for allowing me to grow, allowing me to change my mind, to say, this isn't really working, this isn't feeling right for me, allowing me to be a heart-centered practitioner who's always guided by my own heart. Thank you for being that for me and for hanging in there and moving with me the way I move. I deeply, deeply appreciate that, because with new information comes new decisions. And that's what I support in my practice. And with you on the newsletter, Monday Mindset Mastery, give yourself permission to change. Give yourself permission to make new decisions once you have new information. That's part of that coaching work that I do on retreats and, in my coaching practice, is silence those saboteurs and that negative self-talk that keeps you trapped in decisions that you made a year ago or 2 years ago, right? You have permission. I'm giving you permission to change your mind. And I want you to give yourself permission to change your mind, to do things differently when you have new information. So this is where you're going to be able to find me consistently. I will be still on Instagram because I love the things that I'm able to share with you and the community that I have created there. But more than that, I can go a little bit deeper for those of you who are not on the social media platform. So with that being said, check in with me weekly. You'll see the updates in the newsletter, Mindset Mastery on Mondays and Wellness Wednesdays, Healthy House Calls with Angel on Wednesdays, where we do all the tips, tools and strategies that you need to live longer and live better, to change your life, not just your symptoms. Okay. So with that said, where are we with time? I want to tell you something really good that came out this year. Actually came out in November. So those of you who see me in the office, I've been talking about that. I've been sharing literature with you about Seva VIP. So I want to tell you what Seva VIP is. I believe that every single person is a VIP. Every person. When it comes to health, every person is a VIP. You deserve to be, you deserve that white glove treatment when it comes to your healthcare. Hands down, no matter who you are. I believe that healthcare is a human right. That said, unfortunately, what's happened in the healthcare world is that, and we know this from health disparities research. This is not debatable. Some people get white glove and some people don't. Some people get 15-minute appointments, some people don't. Some people get thorough, comprehensive, whole person health care, and some people do not. And a lot of the reasons for that are, it's multifactorial, but one of the biggest reasons is insurance, right? We know that, insurance pays for this, doesn't pay for that. Appointments are crunched and crunched and crunched. And now, we're down to appointments. I'm hearing from patients that they're down to 10-minute appointments. They're down to literally, how are you feeling? What's happening? Why are you here? Let's get you in. Let's get you out. That's not prevention-focused medicine. I'm sorry. It just doesn't work that way. By the time you even get in the door and put your insurance card on the table and, go through all the check-in, 10 minutes has already passed. You need another 10 minutes just to get your coat off and get the weight done. Oh my God, got to get your weight. Can't have a healthcare appointment unless we check your weight. So there's that. And then by the time you sit down, describe what you're going through, maybe go through your medication. I mean, my goodness, it's already 30 minutes, right? And I really don't know too many people who are getting comprehensive healthcare these days. I really don't. And it's largely because of, like I said, a lot of other factors, but the biggest elephant in the room is, the insurance coverage. You can debate that all day long and you can talk about what it should be and what it could be, and we should do this and we should do that. But at the end of the day, it is now the end of the day. At the end of the day, your health is all you got. Your health is all you got, and it is truly, good health is the first wealth. I don't care how much money you have in the bank. It's not going to matter if you don't have your health. Okay. All the money in the world is not going to save you from the 11th hour when your health is on the line. Okay. So Seva VIP is the opportunity for you to extend the health care visit and the healthcare that you're getting, especially the educational portion of your healthcare, longer than your existing appointment. So what does this mean? It means if you already have a doctor, you already have someone you love, you trust, this person you've been seeing for 25 years, they're the best thing since sliced bread, but you just need more support. You need education. You need some care coordination. You need to understand, what is it that my doctor was talking about at that appointment when he or she said, I need to start doing this and this. That's where Seva VIP comes into play. It extends the opportunity for you to have a partner in your health, me being your partner. It is you and I working together to create a lifestyle plan that works for you based on the care you are already receiving. Okay, so this isn't a replacement for your care. This is, Angel, I need more than 10 minutes. I need more than 10 minutes. First of all, I need to get my records together. I need to know what records I should be keeping, what I should be saving, how to getting rid of, how to organize them. This is about you going into your medical appointments locked, loaded, and prepared. You are ready to go. You're not spending all this time trying to figure out and pull together. Well, I saw the heart doctor and he said this and then she said that and then I went to this person, because by the time you do all of that, your appointment is over. It's done. And I can tell you as a clinical provider, the patients that I have that are the most successful with lifestyle medicine, lifestyle changes, staying off of medication, reducing their doses of medication, they're the ones who have a concrete, solid, okay, they've got their records in order. They know who they've seen. They know when they were seen. They know when the last labs were. They know when the next labs are due. They know what their preventative health schedule is. They know all of their supplements plus their medications. I mean, there are people like that, believe you me. And you may say that that's overdoing it. Oh, no, not in today's world. Not in today's world when you're walking in that office and you have 15 minutes to tell the right story. This is the difference between saying I'm on lisinopril versus I'm on labetalol medication for blood pressure. I'm on rosuvastatin versus atorvastatin. I mean, you need to know these things. You need to be able to call that off. You need to be accurate when you're walking into one of the most important appointments in your life. There are two things that are important in life: your physical health and your financial health. You want to have your act together when you're going into medical appointments, especially these days when appointments are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Having a partner in your health who knows the system, who knows what you need, who knows the preventive health schedules, who knows what the last evidence-based updates are on standards of practice, is like money in the bank. It is money in the bank. That is what Seva VIP is. So there are 2 levels to Seva VIP. And I'm not going to go into too much depth here because you can find it all out on my website, www.sevahealthgroup.com. There are 2 levels to it. You choose between the 2 levels. You first have an appointment with me, complimentary, to discuss what those 2 levels are and to discuss what the investment is for one or the other. Okay. And depending on the level you choose, that determines the frequency with which we meet, me as your partner in health, and to determine where you are. Where are you with your preventive health maintenance schedule? Do you have the consultants that on specialists on board that you should have based on your diagnoses? When are your appointments? And creating a schedule for that. You all know I am like Rambo when it comes to calendar management. If it's not on the calendar, it's not going to happen. And that's usually the case for most of us. So those are the kinds of strategies that we put together, because it's all about strategy, right? It's all about knowing where you need to be and when, who's on what base and when. So that's what Seva VIP is. I'm so excited about this. And I want to publicly thank the 2 people who signed up right off the bat. I want to make sure that I read this to you. Sandra, thank you so much for signing right off the bat in November. Sandra said, signed up the minute I heard Angel mention Seva VIP. This is the perfect complement to the care I already receive with my doctor. I'm much better organized and better prepared for every appointment now. I can't even describe how much this added touch has improved my health and settled my mind. I owe this all to Angel. It's the best investment I could have made. Sandra, thank you for saying that, but I have to say, you owe this to yourself. You made the decision. You saw that this was worth having. I absolutely love working with you, and I love that you show up ready to rock and roll for every single appointment that we have together. And I love the health outcomes you've already achieved in such a short period of time, like November 27th. I remember getting the in-mail and us doing our introductory call, and I am just so super thrilled for you for what you've already achieved. And I owe it to you. I am thrilled that my joy in seeing you achieve these milestones is because of you. So you owe it to yourself to be happy that you made the investment, and that, there's no more of this trying to piece it all together yourself. The other person, Eric, I want to thank you, Eric, for signing up. Eric said, I recently went to the emergency room with my wife, and when the doctor started asking questions about her medicines and who her doctors are, all I could say was, I don't know. Eric, I remember this conversation. All I could say was, I don't know. That put everything into perspective for me, having Angel as a consultant for our care to help us get organized and keep us up to date on what we should be asking for, what tests we should be getting is very much a plus. This is a game changer for us. Eric, I remember that conversation, and the reason why I could relate to it so much, because I have been that person in the emergency room with other relatives. What does she take? I don't know. Who's her heart doctor? I think it's someone over at Mercy. I can't remember if it was Dr. Wong or Dr. Not a good look. Not a good look when you are in the emergency room. It just is not a good look, right? So I am so thrilled, Eric and Sandra, that you shared your testimonials with me, because I wanted to be able to share that with folks who really, really do need that level of support. As I said, it's not a replacement for healthcare. It's not me being your healthcare provider. It's me being your partner in health, and you making that investment because you're either going to spend money or you're going to spend time. And when you spend time foolishly, let me say that, when time passes and you've not optimized that time, that's a loss. Okay. Good friend of mine, her husband says all the time, good advice does not cost you, it pays you. Okay. So if you go into the doctor's office, you're not locked and loaded, you don't have the right information in front of you, and your doctor prescribes you something that is not going to go well with another medication that you're taking. Now you got to get in your patient portal. Now you got to tell the doctor, okay, or nurse practitioner, oh my God, I made a mistake. I'm not on that medication. Now there's a side effect. Now, it's just such an incredible waste of time. And it's a risk to your health. Being organized, I just can't stress it enough. Being organized as it pertains to your finances and your health is just money well spent. It is an investment in your health and your well-being like nothing else. So Seva VIP, you can find out more about it at sevahealthgroup.com. Just click on Seva VIP. It's on the top tab. You can learn more about it. You're not signing up for anything right away, because what will happen is at the bottom of the page, you will sign up for a complimentary session with me to make sure that Seva VIP is right for you. I don't want you to invest in something without being absolutely clear on how it can be beneficial to you. I want you to be clear on what your investment is and what our roles are and how it works. Okay, so that's what that complimentary, a lot of the things I do in the beginning are all complimentary because I like to be clear that we're on the same page. I am all about therapeutic relationships. I want us to be on a therapeutic level with each other from the very beginning. And clarity is what builds courage, and courage builds confidence. So when you're confident in your healthcare, you're confident with the people that you work with, who are partners in your care, your specialists, it just makes for a wonderful working relationship. And if it's not right for you, there's no obligation. That's the beautiful thing about it. There isn't any obligation. There's no hard feelings. I don't get my feelings involved. I want the very best for you. So SevaHealthGroup.com. Top tab is Seva VIP. Click on the tab, learn a little bit about it, schedule a consultation with me, complimentary session for me to walk through a little bit more with you on what Seva VIP is about, how it can help you to achieve some of the health outcomes that you and your healthcare team have been working hard on. You've probably been working really hard. And if you're in midlife like I am, 55, I tell people all the time, I'm 55. I'm so happy to be 55. I get sick of me saying that. But if you're at this stage in life where you really have just got to get serious about some health concerns or about your prevention plan, staying on top of the guidelines, staying on top of your preventive maintenance schedule, if you're anything like me and you're in that stage in life, I'll tell you it's money well spent. It's money well spent. It's money, it's an investment in your health. Having a health advocate is money well spent. And like my friend whose husband says it all the time, good advice does not cost you. It pays you. And that is the biggest message I want to leave with you today for this episode of Healthy House Calls with Angel. I want you to really look at the areas of your life where you really need to be investing in yourself a little bit more. And I know how hard this is, especially at this stage in life. You've been pouring out to everyone else, to your children, your grandchildren, to your jobs that are long come and gone. They don't even remember that you worked there. You were pouring your heart and soul out into that job. You were staying late. You were on this committee and that committee, and you were doing all the things. It's time to do that for yourself. Period, full stop. It's time to do that for yourself. It's time to go all in on you because you deserve that. Period. You deserve it. There's no reason, there's no, this and that and the other. It's because at this stage in life, your 50s, late 40s, 40s, 50s, midlife, whatever we want to call it, 40s, 50s, 60s, you deserve this. You've worked hard, I'm sure, all of your life. You've been pouring out into others. And you all know what I say about pouring out, pouring from an empty cup. We don't pour from a full cup at Seva Health. We pour from the overflow. We pour from the overflow. Once that cup is full, that is enough for me. Now, if I've got overflow, that's where we pour from. So I want to help you create more overflow in your life by getting organized, by being strategic, by figuring out a strategic plan, by getting out of your own way. What is the mindset that is making your next step feel impossible, feel difficult? How are you getting in your own way, in your health and your wellness and your well-being? And how can we change that? That's the work that we do at Seva Health and the Seva Institute. It's all about mindfulness and compassionate action to help you live longer and live better. It's about building a better brain so that you can design the life that you truly deserve. Okay? That all starts up here. Fix this, anything is possible. Okay? So I'm here to support you. I hope this has helped. Check out SevaHealthGroup.com, SevaHealthGroup.com. Top tab is Seva VIP. check that out. Get on the mailing list. I'm going to tell you that right here and right now. Get on the mailing list. And not just me, everyone who you've been following on social media, who's been giving you really good tips, tools, and strategies in your life. If they have a mailing list, get on it. I'm telling you, because the days are coming that, I'm hearing TikTok maybe shutting down. I'm hearing people are getting off of this platform. People are tired. They're tired. Okay. So get on the mailing list, sevahealthgroup.com/start here, get a free download, and stay in touch with me. Let me know if there's something on the YouTube channel that you'd like me to cover and go deeper on from what you've seen in the newsletter. Okay. That's it for today. Be well, be good to yourself. Never, ever, ever, ever be afraid to be amazing. I don't see any questions in my drop down. That's another thing. I'm using a different streaming. I'm using something different. So I'm like, okay, I got to learn this, which is good because it's good for my brain. So I don't see any questions, but if you do have questions, comments, concerns, other things that you want to ask me, I love it. Send me a question. Okay. Send me that question. Be well, be good to yourself. Never, ever, ever, ever be afraid to be amazing. Opt in for that newsletter so that you can know when I'm going live and keep abreast of podcasts and all the other things that are happening at Seva Health and the Seva Institute. Okay? Take good care. Thanks so much for tuning in. See you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's another thing. Like and subscribe and share it with a friend. Okay? So check out the YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and stay in touch. All right. I got to remember to say that. Take good care. Bye-bye.